Okay, so I'm going to be doing the case with Miss O. She was involved in a car accident 3 days ago. So, I'm Mrs. O. My name is Andrew Finlinson. I'm a student of physical therapy under the direction of Dr. Sykes. And how are you doing?
Doing okay.
Doing all right? Not too bad?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Well, today I'm going to be looking at a couple things. You mentioned the left side of your neck's been kind of bugging you since the car accident, as well as your lower back. So we're going to be looking at the range of motion for a couple of those things, or how that motion's going, and also the strength of a few of those muscles, if that's all right. So to be able to get some accurate measurements for those, I'd like to mark a couple points just along your spine, so I can measure the range of motion, how that whole spine's moving. To be able to do that and to be able to see those places accurately, could I have you, would you feel comfortable removing your shirt so I could mark those spots on your spine? Okay, so if I could have you remove your shirt, I'll mark those different spots along your spine. Okay, so this first one that I'm going to mark is your, right up here, it's your C7.
Okay.
So what I'm going to have you do is flex your head forward, bring your head down, okay, and back up, extension. Okay, awesome, relax. I'll just mark that spot right here. Okay, and then could I have you slide your pants down just a little bit? I'm going to mark just a little bit on towards the top of your tailbone. It's the S2, and that'll help me out with the lower back measurements, if that's all right.
Like this?
Yep, just like that, just about right there. Okay, and I'm going to feel for that spot, if that's all right.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. See it right around here. Okay. And then I'm going to do one more. This will be around the top of your lumbar. That's your T12. So I'm going to do it just probably right here towards the top of your. Yeah, so you got 3 right here, 2, and T12 right here. Okay. So, first up, I'd like to check the motion in your lumbar spine.
Okay.
So what I'm going to have you do, first I'm just going to measure this distance here between the two spots, just to see where we're at. And you're around 15 centimeters. Okay, so what I'm going to have you do is you're going to lean back as far as you can go, and then I'll measure the distance there.
Okay.
Okay?
Like right now?
Yep, so I'll lean back as far as you can go. Okay, and relax. So you ended up at 12.5 centimeters, so there's about 2.5 centimeters of extension there. And the normal range of motion for degrees in that is right around 15 to 20 degrees of lumbar extension. The next one we're going to do is the lateral flexion. You mentioned that left side's been bugging you. So we're going to see how far you can bend your head to the left side. So to be able to test that, I'm going to put one of these on top of your head and one of these on this upper spot that I marked right here.
Okay.
And we're going to have you bend your head to the left side. Put this right here. Okay, and I'll have you bend to the left side as far as you can. So you're at 35 and you had 3 degrees on this other side, so you got 32 degrees on that left side bend. And normal range of motion for that is right around, you're at 45 degrees of lateral flexion. So now we have those two measurements. We're going to look at the strength of a couple of those muscles. That's right. So if I could have you sit right here on the table, I'm going to look at the strength of that left sternocleidomastoid here. So first off, can I just see if you can bring your head to the left side by yourself? Okay. So I'm going to hold right here. And actually, I might have you take your glasses off for this, just so I don't mess anything up there. So I'm going to put my hand right here. And with your head like that, I'm going to try to push you out of that position. And you just try to resist that motion, alright?
Okay.
Okay. So lean your head to the left side. And brace here. And hold it right there. Hold. Hold. Okay, relax. Okay. So you're able to resist a little bit and then you broke, so I'd give that a 4. 5 is for resistance, 3 is just being able to do the motion. If you weren't able to hold it, I'd have you in supine, just your head in my hands, and then we'll see if you can move it just without the gravity there. Okay, but that looks good. Okay, next what I'm going to have you do is I'll have you come to, with your head on this side of the table, have you lying on your stomach. And you can slide back on the table a little bit further. There you go. Okay. So first thing I'm going to look at is your lower back muscles right here, your rectus spinae, your multifidus muscle. So I'm going to hold on right here. If I could have you put your hands behind your head, and you're going to try to lift up your head as far as you can go. Try to get up towards the ceiling and contract these muscles right here, alright?
Okay.
Okay. And come up as high as you can go. Okay. And relax. Okay. So you're able to get some motion in there. So I'm not quite the full range of motion. I'd give you a 4 out of 5 on that. If you weren't able to do the motion, I'd go into a thoracolumbar motion. To do that, I'll just go ahead and demonstrate it with you. So I'll have you slide. I'll brace you right here.
Okay.
I'll have you slide up off the table to about mid-sternum. Okay. And then relax your upper body, your upper back. Okay. So now we're going to have you put your hands behind your head. And the same kind of motion, you're going to try to come up as high as you can through your whole back. Okay, good. And relax and come back onto the table. Okay, you can come back onto the table, push back. Alright, so for the first ones, the lumbar, there's only a 4 and a 5 for the manual muscle test. So I had a 4. For the thoracolumbar, it's it only goes up to a 3 out of 5. So we're looking for the, she gets up to that point where she can begin to do the lumbar range of motions, that's a 3. 2 is just that partial range of motion, and 1 we'd just be palpating to see if we can get those muscles to fire. Okay, so I think that's everything for us, Miss O. How did everything feel?
Felt alright, a bit stiff.
A bit stiff? Okay, we'll get working on that, and get you back and going in no time.
Thank you.